Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Emma and I'm so happy you clicked on my What's for Dinner video. I hope you love it. We'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's jump right on into this week's What's for Dinner video. For tonight's dinner, I'm going to start by browning up my 16 ounces of ground beef. I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. And just let that brown up. For my rice, I'm just going to use 2 of these fully cooked 1-minute rice. I love these. I'm just going to put these in my pot and add a little chicken stock. And when I say chicken stock, I mean beef broth. I'm just going to let this warm up. Alright, and I'm going to drain this meat. I'm going to add a little ginger. Stir that in. I'm going to add some broccoli, and I'm just using half of a 12-ounce bag. Pop the lid on while we make our sauce. In my measuring cup here, I'm going to add 3/4 cups of water. 3/4 cups of water. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. My soy sauce, Kikkoman soy sauce. Then Sunbird beef and broccoli seasoning mix. And we are going to stir, stir, stir. Okay, that's ready. This is looking good, so I'm gonna add the sauce. Stir. And we're just going to pop the lid on and let this cook for a few minutes. It is done now, time to serve it up. Just going to serve them up with some Hawaiian rolls and some butter. And then there it is, all served up. On mine, I'm just gonna add a little peanut sauce, but my husband won't like that. Delicious. For our Taco Tuesday, we are having shrimp tacos. I'm gonna start by washing and detailing my shrimp. This is 12 ounces of extra large shrimp. I'm just going to put some butter in my fry pan. Meanwhile, over here in my back burner, I'm going to make some street corn. Butter is melted. Now I'm going to add my shrimp. And I'm just going to cook it on each side for about 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes and I'm just going to flip them. Cook them on the side for 3 minutes. Shrimp's looking good. Now I'm going to do the juice of 2 limes. A little dried cilantro. And I'm just going to pop the lid on and let it warm through for a few minutes. I'm going to move this to the back burner. And we're going to heat up some tortillas. Now for our corn. I'm gonna drain it. Turn off the heat. Add some butter. Some mayonnaise. Stir, stir, stir. Next, a little sour cream. Lemon. Next, some tahini. And some mozzarella cheese. And stir, 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 and it is done. Delicious. Now for our tacos. Gonna do sour cream, the shrimp, and here it is served up. I'm just gonna add extra tahini on the corn. That's it. Happy Taco Tuesday. Delicious. For tonight's dinner, I'm gonna start by pounding out my chicken. This is just one big boneless, skinless chicken breast, and I'm gonna pound it out so my husband and I can share it. Once it had been pounded out, I just cut it in half and seasoned the first side with some Kinder's cracked pepper and lemon seasoning. In my pan here, I'm gonna melt some butter. Once my butter had melted, I put my chicken in the pan seasoned side down. And season it up this side. And I'm just gonna let it fry up for about 4 minutes on each side. And for our asparagus, I just washed it and cut it in half. Okay, it's been 4 minutes, I'm gonna flip my chicken. And let it cook this side for 4 minutes. Okay, they've been cooking up on this side for 4 minutes. I'm gonna take them out, put them on a plate for a minute. Now in here we're gonna make our hollandaise sauce. So I'm gonna turn the heat down. We are gonna add the hollandaise sauce pack. I'm gonna add a cup of milk. We are gonna whisk this together. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter. Okay, we're just gonna whisk that together till the butter melts. Okay, butter's melted. I'm gonna add our chicken back. And I'm gonna add our asparagus. Give it a little toss in the sauce. Okay, and I'm just gonna pop the lid on and let this cook up for about 10 minutes. Over here, I'm gonna start my mashed potato, 2 cups of water, and we're just gonna bring that to a boil. Our mashed potato water is boiling up, so I'm just gonna add my mashed potato. Stir, stir, stir. Add some butter. Add a splash of milk. And a little sour cream. And stir, 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 and the mashed potato is done. There it is served up. I'm just gonna add a little Parmesan cheese. Voila, delicious. For tonight's dinner, I'm gonna air fry everything. So I'm gonna start by preheating my air fryer. I'm gonna do it at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. And we're just gonna get it nice and warm in there. While my air fryer is heating up, I'm gonna wash and cut up my potatoes. Okay, so I've washed and cut up my potatoes. I have cutting boards, but do I ever use them? Nope. My air fryer, you can probably hear it. Sorry if it's loud. Anyway, so I'm gonna put these potatoes in my bowl here. I'm gonna pour some olive oil on. Then I'm gonna season them up with some Badia Complete. This is my new favorite seasoning. And then a little Italian seasoning. And then I have a half of this ranch packet left over, so I'm gonna put that in. Then give it a little shake up. I forgot to put my air fryer basket in my air fryer while it's preheating. Oops, it's under that now. All right, so potatoes are ready to go in. Put those to the side. Then on this plate, I'm just gonna season up my steaks. I just have some sirloin steak center cuts here. Drizzle them with a little olive oil. Now the steaks, I'm just gonna season them with my favorite seasoning salt. All right, now I'm just gonna let them rest until they're ready to go in my air fryer. Ready to be air fried. Okay, my air fryer is preheated. Now, I'm gonna add my air fryer liner. Spray with just a little bit of olive oil. And throw our potatoes in. The potatoes are in, and I'm just gonna put this basket in, ready for when I cook my steaks. Now I'm gonna close the lid. I'm gonna air fry the potatoes for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. So the potatoes are looking good. Now I'm gonna add my steak. Just gonna spray this. Steaks are in. Close the lid. Do 400 degrees for 5 minutes. Steaks are done for 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna flip them. Potatoes are looking good. Okay, now I'm gonna cook them 400 for 7 minutes. While the steaks cook up, I'm just gonna cook up some peas and carrots in this pot. And then in this pot, I'm gonna make a béarnaise sauce. All I'm gonna do is whisk in a cup of milk, the sauce packet, and a tablespoon-ish of butter. And we're just gonna whisk, whisk, whisk. This is done, but I'm gonna take out my air fryer basket and take out my steaks. I thought the steaks would be cooked up at that point, but they weren't, so I ended up just wanting to cook them for a little bit longer. Now I'm gonna put my potatoes on our plate. Air fryer liner back, and I'm just gonna cook these steaks. For another 5 minutes. Steaks are done. Now I'm going to take out my air fryer basket. Voila! I'm going to take out the steaks and put them on our plates and let them rest for a second. The veggies and the sauce are done. And I'm gonna pour some of our béarnaise sauce. And there it is, all served up. Delicious. And that concludes this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you guys loved it. We'll give it a thumbs up, subscribe, come back on Wednesday for my puff pastry short, and Friday for Soup of the Week number 51. I hope you have a fabulous week. Bye. And that's a perfectly cooked steak.